Come here, Jet. Yes. Hi everyone, welcome to Wolfie's World. This is Jet, if you haven't met her before. My Alaskan Malamute. Oh, isn't she cute? She's my little puppy. She's about 5, but I've only had her for about 5 months, I think. So, yeah. So, she's with me today. No, okay, I'm being accosted by a dog. Oh, no. Oh, oh. Help. Oh. Hi everyone, it's Wolfie Rankin and this is Wolfie's World, episode 7. Today I haven't got anything to show you, but as far as vinyl goes, but today is a sort of a chat just amongst you and I and a few other people. And it's of the sort of, come here son, come and sit down on my lap and I'll tell you a few things about the world. And I'm going to be accosted by a dog again. This is Jet, by the way. My lovely Jet. Look, this is something that you need to know. But I think I'm going to be stopped by this dog. Hang on. Come on, you can go outside. Look, I'm an old bloke. I'm 48 years old. I've been collecting vinyl since about 1983. And I mean collecting, as opposed to consuming, where you just buy stuff and you play it for a while and then you get sick of it and chuck it away. I kept everything neat and clean, and I was a DJ for a while, so I'd take things to the radio station with me, and things would get used, but they would not be wrecked and thrown away. Maybe when I was, a toddler and I had kid records. I wasn't exactly kind to them then, but then I grew up and I learned how to look after my records. Now, records need to be handled with so much love and care and surgical precision. You have to keep them ultra clean. If you drop a CD, you can go, oh, I dropped my CD, that's not good. And pick it up and you can play it and no trouble. You drop a record and oh dear, you worry that you've got dirt in it, you worry that you've scratched it, you panic. You've got to treat everything so well and so beautifully. You do anything to vinyl, you'll stain the cover, you have to keep it in plastic covers to keep it nice and neat and clean. You have to store it away properly. You have to not smoke near it, and there's all kinds of things that you shouldn't do. Now, for someone like me, and I'm sure that the other vinyl collectors will say exactly the same thing, we love our vinyl. We absolutely do. But listen, this is something that you really need to know. Vinyl is a pain in the arse. It is a pain in the arse. CDs, MP3s, so easy to look after. Now, some time ago, I was on a blog and I was reading some guy was writing about his CDs, that he'd scratched them all up and now he needed some product to get them back to order so he could play them again. If you're the kind of person who's got scratched CDs everywhere, vinyl is not for you. Now, we collectors, we look after our vinyl, we put them away, we worship them, we treat them like they're a member of the family. We don't leave them laying around. And this is a story that I've got to tell you too. Some Christmases ago, many Christmases ago, my niece was in love with a group called Bros. And you can probably remember them. They were 2 guys and they wore bottle tops on their sneakers. They did. You check the videos. And they were hoping that it was going to be some kind of new Bros fad, but it never really took off. Anyway, my niece was begging her dad to go down to the record shop and buy her the new Bros album, Push, or else. It was a bit like that. She was so in love with this group, as teenage girls often are. Little did she know that the record was actually under the Christmas tree at the time. I had bought her, and she'd felt all her presents, and she didn't feel anything that was album-like. I had bought her the picture disc, and the picture disc was in a funny sort of tray thing. I've never seen anything like it. It was like a clamshell thing. I've never seen any picture disc to date coming in anything like that, but maybe there must have been others. Surely there must have been others. Anyway, niece went out, probably to school. She left the Bros album on the turntable. And my sister had a visit from a friend who had a toddler. Toddler went straight over to the record player, unbeknown to my sister and the woman who owns the thing. I don't like kids. I'll have to say first up, I don't like little kids. And little kids not around my records, please. Little kids, in my opinion, should be eaten by their parents soon after birth. But anyway, this little kid went straight over to the record and picked up the stylus and scratched the fuck out of the record. And my niece came home and she had one ruined side of her record which she could never play anymore. Put your records away. Don't leave them around. Don't let them be stacked up with other records. Don't do any of that. And don't make bowls out of other people's records, for fuck's sake, or clocks or anything like that. Seriously, you people who do that really make me sick. Honestly, if the record's screwed up, maybe, okay, maybe, but to me it's a little bit like stuffing your mother after she dies. I don't like the idea of that. It's just like turning art into craft is like going from this down to that. You know, it's just not nice. No, I don't like it at all. Anyway, yes, I have sympathies for you kids who are who have only ever known CDs and MP3s and who are looking at vinyl now and going, whoa, you know, those collectors, they've got some really cool stuff, and I'd really like to get into that and play those records. Also, the other thing is with vinyl is that you can be up for a packet as far as wanting to play them, because people will say vinyl sounds really good, and it does, but only if you've got really good equipment. And, you know, I mean, going to a proper shop that's got proper equipment and buying a really decent turntable, a really decent amplifier and sound system. If you can afford that and do that, that's terrific. No worries at all. The likes of me, I can't really. You know, a little CD player from the local shop for $100 will suit most people fine. But to get the really good sound out of your vinyl and to keep it in good order too, because if you buy a cheap record player with a cheap needle, it's going to scratch the hell out of your records. So that's another thing. So the more you pay for your record player and your hi-fi system, the better, obviously. But then to sort of stop yourself from being obsessive, there's people out there who pay for systems that are worth more than a house. And I've seen some really funny videos of these people who are so obsessive, they do things to their power supply so the power supply doesn't interrupt some kind of flow they're getting out of their vinyl. I don't really understand it. It's a little bit over my head, but yeah, there you go. Anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you. You know, get into vinyl, join us, be a part of the community. Absolutely. I encourage you to give it a shot. But if you're really not the kind of person who's as fastidious as the rest of us, I'd take up some other thing, maybe snorkeling or something. I don't know. Anything. And that's it. Thank you very much for listening to me today. I'm Wolfie Rankin. See you later.